Hello again everyone, my name is G. In this vlog, I'll take you for an 8-day adventure to the south central coast of Vietnam. Are you ready? Let's go! In the afternoon, we visited the Museum of Oceanography in Nha Trang. Hello again. So our first stop for the day is at the Museum of Oceanography. And as you can see right here, this is actually the symbol of the place. The Museum of Oceanography is a place where you study ocean life, such as fish, every kind of ocean life you can imagine. So let's go and find out what the place has to offer. Go. When I first set foot in the museum, I actually got a little bit emotional. Ever since I was little, I had always been in love with ocean life. Being here is like a dream to me, man. Red lionfish. Like I mentioned before, this fish is the symbol of the museum. Next day, we said goodbye to Nha Trang, but before we did that, we made a stop at Hong Kong Beach. Hello again, it's day 2. It's around 8:30 in the morning. We're currently at Hong Kong, Nha Trang. As you can see, the view is here beautiful, man. Very beautiful. Rocks are massive. Just look at it. You see what I mean? Hong Kong Beach is sheltered from the impact of the wind and typhoons by several multi-sized islands offshore. So it's considered a safe place for tourists to visit. In the afternoon, we arrived at El Zor Beach. The beach is located in the peninsula commune of Nhân Lý, Quy Nhơn, Bình Province. Tourists can reach the beach by going over the T9 bridge to Nhân Hội T Junction in Nhân Lý. El Zor, which is enclosed by a bowl-shaped range of mountains, is the most spectacular strait in Quy Nhơn. When reaching the mountain peak, one will see the perfect view of a big strip shaped by two high rock cliffs. El Zor's charming beauties come from its wildness and pristine beach, with blue sea, mossy rocks, and fresh air. It's El Zor time, baby. As you can see, we are currently at El Zor. It's just about 20 kilometers away from the city center. As you can see, the wave is hitting. It's very relaxing. If possible, I could be here all day, man. Yeah. So see you guys in Hội An. Bye. We then said goodbye to Quy Nhơn and headed to Quảng Nam to visit the one and only Hội An ancient town. Just downstream from Thu Bồn River, Hội An ancient town is located in the heart of Quảng Nam province, about 30 kilometers to the south of Da Nang city. Not only is it a famous tourist attraction, but also an architectural relic complex, reflecting a unique cultural fusion. Hội An Old Town was listed as a World Cultural Heritage by UNESCO in 1999. It is a living museum of worldwide construction design and urban lifestyle. From the 15th till the 20th century, Hội An was an exclusive trading port between European and Asian businessmen. This is where Chinese, Japanese, and Portuguese traders have left their own vestiges via diverse architectural patterns. To this day, ancient town Hội An, Vietnam remains notably well preserved, almost in its original state, retaining its pure and oriental medieval style. Your trip to Hội An will be incomplete if you missed out on the Japanese covered bridge, one of the most alluring attractions in Hội An. The bridge is an excellent example of traditional Eastern architecture. Despite being built by Japanese merchants around the middle of the 16th century, through restoration, the Japanese covered bridge has become a harmonic architectural combination between Vietnamese, Japanese, and Chinese culture. I got the chance to ask some of the foreign tourists about Hội An. Vietnam before? Yes. So then how many times?
I think four times.
Four times. And have you ever been to Hội An for this place before?
Yes.
How many times? One time. Okay. So how do you feel about this place? What are your opinions? What are your first first impression?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty city. I like it. It's a little bit touristy inside, but outside it's more chilled. And, So, but I like the touristy stuff, and so I'm looking for some, I don't know, nice coffee. And, I like the wine.
Okay, thank you so much.
That was it.
On the next day, we made our way to Da Nang. But before that, we visited Ngũ Hành Sơn Mountains, also known as the Marble Mountains. Marble Mountain Da Nang is a group of 5 limestone mountains in Vietnam. This destination is not only a tourist attraction, but also a Buddha worship site. Marble Mountain is a natural masterpiece bestowed to the land of Da Nang, with the harmonious beauty of the ecological area and spiritual and cultural life. According to Cham legend, one day a dragon flew to Nong Nước beach and laid an egg there. After a long time, The egg hatched and a beautiful girl stepped out of the egg. The eggshell was broken into 5 pieces that became the 5 magical mountains as we see today. Next, we visit Linh Lĩnh Pagoda, just an hour away from Marble Mountain. With its nostalgic beauty and historical value, it attracts a lot of visitors coming to sightsee and pray for a good life. The pagoda is considered a Buddhist paradise on earth. Cô ơi, cho hỏi là cô đến đây lần nào với cô ơi?
Lần 2 rồi, cô
Dạ.
ở Nha Trang về đây du lịch.
Cô Nha Trang đi du lịch, vậy cô ở đây lần 2. Lúc cô đến đây cô có đi qua cái Ngũ Hành Sơn không cô?
Có.
Dạ, cô cảm nhận như thế nào về Ngũ Hành Sơn cô?
Sơn thì rất là đẹp chứ làm sao.
Dạ, nếu mà cô là người Phật tử á, thì cô cảm nhận cái nơi này Ngũ Hành Sơn có ý nghĩa như thế nào với cô?
Thì trong cái vấn đề mà coi như là cái theo mình nghĩ là trên là coi như là các chư Phật thì mình là tất cả chúng sanh đều thân cũng nguyện cầu cho tất cả quý vị đều an lành trong cái vấn đề này.
Dạ, cảm ơn cô. In the evening, I took a stroll along the beach in Da Nang. Where are you from? Switzerland. Okay, so is it your first time in Vietnam? So what are your first impressions about the place?
The place here?
Yeah. First
nice.
impression.
Nice.
So have you tried?
I have everything here. I have big city, I have beaches, I have nice weather, nice temperatures. That's good.
So have you tried any like local food around here?
Yeah.
So do you like
Big
them?
house. Yeah, I know it.
They're very good. Okay. So would you recommend this place to your friends and family? Friends and family. Recommend this place to your friends and family.
I'm alone.
Oh.
I'm alone.
Sorry about that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
No, the dog is at home.
Dog is home. I have a dog.
The dog is at home. Yeah,
Oh.
but my only friend, you know.
How old is the dog? How old is the dog?
Huh?
How old is the dog? How old?
The dog?
Yeah.
5 years.
5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the conversation.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Sometimes a
Big
dog is
success
better than a
with you.
friend. Okay.
Okay, mấy người chưa?
Have a nice day.
Okay, so where are you from? India. Are you from Mumbai?
Gujarat, Ahmedabad.
So this is your first time here in Vietnam.
Yeah,
So what is your first impression about Vietnam?
so it's good. Like it's very like similar to India. We can see people. Yeah, like similar to India.
In what way?
Like the nature is very good. They are helping. Like all the buildings are like India.
So how do you feel about Da Nang so far?
Sorry.
The
How do
city.
you feel about Da Nang so far?
The city. This city.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
Very good.
Yeah, it's like I can say it's like Ahmedabad and Ho Chi Minh is like Gandhinagar. Yeah,
So have you tried any like local food?
not yet.
yet.
I'm pure vegetarian, so it's hard to find the local food.
So
But few of my friends have already tried and they said it's very good.
so would you recommend this place to your friends and family?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's very cheap. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a nice. Next day, we then said goodbye to Da Nang and returned to Nha Trang to prepare for Đà Lạt. It was a very long ride. It took us 12 hours to get to Nha Trang. On the next day, just before we were about to move to Đà Lạt, we made a quick stop at the Nha Trang Cathedral. Nha Trang Cathedral is a beautiful classic European style church, famous for its poetic and beautiful seascapes or unique landscape. The stunning architectural work stands still as a historical witness to Christianity in Nha Trang and the pride of Catholics in this seaside city. We arrived in Dalat in the afternoon and visited another church, the Domaine de Marie Church. The church is a complex of buildings consisting of a church building, 2 rows of monasteries behind is the residence of the Women of Charity of Saint Vincent, and many orphans were adopted here. Then, we visited Dalat railway station. Built by the French during the war in 1932 and finished in 1938, but was largely unused since abandonment during the later years of the Vietnam War. Dalat railway station is one of the most beautiful and original architectural works of Dalat in Vietnam, a perfect combination of French and Vietnam culture. Second day in Dalat. In the morning, we had the honor to learn about the last emperor of Vietnam, Emperor Bao Dai, and his palace. One of the most popular tourism destinations in Dalat city, located on a green pine hill with an altitude of 1,500 meters, the palace was built for the 40s by a French millionaire affected by French architecture with European neoclassical style. In 1949, Emperor Bao Dai acquired the palace, then used the palace as the headquarters or a workplace for the cabinet. Then in the afternoon, we rode on the jeep to go to the top of Mountain Lang Biang. The mountain was named after a tragic love story between Kalang the boy and Hà Biang the girl. They fell in love with each other after Kalang saved Biang's life from a fierce herd of wolves. However, they weren't allowed to get married due to the long-standing feud between their tribes. When both passed away, Hà Biang's father realized his mistake and regretted it. He decided to stand up and unify two tribes. To commemorate the love of Kalang and Hà Biang, the people here have named the mountain peak Lang Biang. Nowadays, on top of this mountain, there are statues and shrines of the young couple. It's the last day of the adventure, but just before we return to Saigon, we had a final stop at Trúc Lâm Buddhist Monastery. Built in 1994, this active temple is the largest Zen Buddhist monastery situated on Phoenix Mountain, 4 kilometers away from Dalat. It is surrounded by a tall pine forest and beautiful gardens full of flowers. You can try meditation in this peaceful place and even participate in short training living in guest houses in the complex. So that was the end of my adventure. I'd like to personally thank every teacher who made this trip possible. It helped me widen my horizon and gain so many precious experiences. Goodbye and see you next time.